Good evening. Thank you for joining us for BTW21 News. It is November 1st. Wow, the year has flown by, and we thank everyone for coming out to Family Fun Night on yesterday. We're going to be talking about that later on very briefly, but first we're going to update you in regards to that fatal fire that occurred in October in the city of Martinsville. We now have learned the identity of the victim, and the remains found in that house fire, of course, have been identified, and the chief medical examiner's office in Roanoke identified the victim as Rita Cox Sands. The incident, as I mentioned to you, occurred on October 14th at 405 4th Street. Authorities say that they are awaiting an official autopsy report showing cause and manner of death. Now, to switch gears here, we are talking about a new business, Forever Young, that has joined the Uptown District. And of course, we spoke with the owner of the shop to give you everything that you need to know about this new used kids goods store. Hello everyone, another great day here in Martinsville. We're in Uptown where another business has opened its doors. And first of all, before we start, introduce yourself for the audience.
I'm Austin White, the owner of Forever Young in Martinsville.
Awesome. So tell us, for those individuals that haven't heard about your business, because it's pretty new, what are some of the offerings? What are some of the things that they can find here?
Mainly used kids clothing. It's a used kids clothing accessories store. So we offer gently used clothing. We buy and sell. Then we have like cribs, walkers, bouncers, stuff like that. Pretty much all the needs for kids.
So I see that you have some uniques as well. We have some toys. Anything, again, that you can think of. What are some of the other things that maybe other places may not have that you do?
Well, actually, one thing is maternity clothes. We do offer a small selection, I'd say, of maternity clothes. Then, like say, toys. Just pretty much every need for a kid or babies.
So tell me, why did you decide to go into the business of selling kids clothing and kids items?
Mainly because we have kids. Right. They get expensive very quick. Right. I was actually at one of our competitors buying clothes for him, and that's kind of when I got the idea, and I said, you know what, we really need something like this to Uptown. We don't really have one locally, and I mean, financially right now, a lot of families are struggling, so I thought it would be a huge help to bring to the community.
Absolutely, and I'm just recently became an uncle, so I definitely understand, when it comes to going and thank you, buying all the items for the kids. So again, this is going to be a big help for all those individuals that, need a little extra help, because everything here is affordable. So we definitely encourage you to come out. So tell us, where are we located, phone number, ways that people can interact with you all online and things of that nature.
We are located on 100 East Main. The phone number, I believe, is 276-224-3480. We did just open today, so you bear with me. We are also on Facebook, Forever Young, Mville, and we don't have a website or anything like that yet.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for talking to us, and we wish you the best.
Thank you very much.
And again, folks, make sure that you support local and come uptown and see Forever Young. Now, an online survey will give you, residents of Henry County, the opportunity to design the newest park, Riverview Park.
Hi everybody, I'm Roger Adams, the Director of Parks and Recreation for Henry County, and I'm here today on the site of Henry County's newest park, Riverview Park. Right now it's just a bunch of empty land and trees, and it's beautiful, but we're hoping to change that and make it something even better. That's where you come in, and we need your help in designing this park. We have a general idea of how the park should function based on the terrain, but we want you to tell us, what would you like to see actually put in the park? We've come up with some suggestions to get you started based off of the needs we routinely hear in the community. Some of those suggestions include an amphitheater, a ropes course, a zip line, and an adaptive play area for children with special needs. We want you to give us your top 5 out of those options, or suggest your own idea so we know how to get started. As grant funds become available, we will build the park based off of your answers. To take the survey, visit henrycountyva.gov/Riverview. You will see a proposed map with our suggestions, and a list below the map with descriptions of the options. To enlarge the map or list, simply click on the photo. After you are done, scroll down to choose up to 5 options on the multiple choice survey. Provide your name and address and then click Submit. We could not be more excited to get this project started, and as the process plays out, we will keep you informed on the new developments, but in the meantime, I can't wait to see your suggestions for this new park. To complete the Riverview Park survey, please visit henrycountyva.gov/Riverview. The survey closes on December 5th.
And of course, that video was provided by Henry County, so a big thank you to them. Now, I mentioned to you that Family Fun Night is back, and we thank all of you, all of the kids, all of the parents, and all of our volunteers, all those that help make Family Fun Night a great success. The rain stopped right at 6 p.m., so everyone was able to come out and enjoy some treats. You had the opportunity to be on TV if you wanted to. You got some free popcorn. You were able to get some snow cones, some food there from some of the vendors. Again, a lot of fun that was had on Wednesday. And again, we cannot thank all of you for coming out to support this Family Fun Night that has not happened since 2019. I was able to go back and look at that. But again, I think that everyone had a great time. We thank Shania Dalton, Wynn Harold, Chad Hall, Linda Greer, all of them for putting all of that work into it. Again, we also thank the Bassett Volunteer Fire Department, Bassett Funeral Home, and everyone else that had a part to making this a successful return, I should say, of Family Fun Night. We'll see you next year. But we're going to take a quick commercial break. There's more news to cover. I'm going to do that shortly after these messages.
Nelson Towing and Recovery has been serving Martinsville, Henry County, and the surrounding areas for 45 years. We have a talented, friendly staff with almost 100 years of combined experience. All of our drivers are certified and experienced in just about any situation. Our fleet of tow trucks contains a variety of modern vehicles that will meet every possible need. We also provide roadside assistance to help you out in case you have a flat tire or run out of fuel. Nelson Towing and Recovery, 888-257-8866.
Hey, come see us at Martinsville Urgent Care. We're located at 1044 East Church Street, Martinsville, Virginia. Our telephone number is 276-634-0010. Our hours of operation are Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., Saturday and Sunday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. We do offer time slots now, so you can call us and get that scheduled so you will not have to wait. Don't forget to come see us at Martinsville Urgent Care, 1044 East Church Street, Martinsville, Virginia, 276-634-0010. Call us to get your time slot booked.
The staff is friendly, helpful, very considerate, very, very nice. I couldn't ask for anyone to be any more helpful than they've been. When I got here, I was surprised at all the different things that they wanted me to do and how much better I felt after I finished them. And I've worked with just about everyone, I think, and they're all exceptional. I don't mind coming in the door. It doesn't matter who I work with because I like them all.
Welcome back, and thank you for staying with us for BTW21 News. Let's turn things over now to Dustin Staples for a check of your weather forecast.
Well, first of all, I want to thank you all for the birthday wishes, and this tie here is a Christmas tie, sort of a birthday-related tie here. You kind of see here it's got little snowflakes on it, and this is a thank you to a mentor and friend of, or family friend of mine that lives in Washington State, outside of Sunnyside, Washington. Darren Dayton, thank you so very much. He has been keeping up with me since I was a young kid, and he's very aware of how weather-related I am, and was nice enough to get this for my birthday. So thank you to him, and thank you all for the birthday wishes over this past weekend. Let's get you now to the forecast here. A lot of sunshine that we continue to filter in today, and it's going to continue through whatever is left of our sunsets, and those are going to be changing here pretty soon as we're going to be turning our clocks back this weekend. We'll talk more about that as well. Again, 6:22, the final. We're getting close to that time frame where our sunsets are going to be getting later and earlier and getting dark, later in the morning it's going to be bright, but late at night it's going to get dark early. That's what I'm trying to say there as well. Partly to mostly clear skies will develop for Tuesday evening. We'll most likely see variably clear skies later in the night. That will most likely transition to a mix of partly cloudy skies overnight. We do have a cold front that's going to begin to move in our area. However, though, it is going to be bringing no rain for us, so it's going to remain variably cloudy for your Wednesday. So don't think, do I need the umbrella? Not necessarily. We're just going to see a variably to overcast day. So maybe a good day, you can still go outside and enjoy it. But again, our overnight lows tonight staying in the 40s and low to mid 50s. Like I was saying here, our clouds will increase tomorrow through much of the day. Maybe a chance of some sunshine peeking through every now and again, but other than that, a variably overcast day. So don't expect rain showers tomorrow, and it's going to be pretty warm to say the least, because we're going to get gradually warmer as you make your way towards this upcoming week, into the week at least to say the least. So other than that, area-wide temperatures staying in the mid-60s up towards Wards, Franklin County, Boones Mills, Sontag, Snow Creek communities, Ferrum College, Route 40 runs right through there. If you're making your way down the mountain in Patrick County, Medizzadan, Lover's Leap up towards the Parkway on Route 8, making your way through the city and through parts of Henry County. Again, our race fans, maybe you left today, maybe you're leaving tomorrow. Perfect weather for leaving Virginia. There are some chances of rain further out to the west of the states, so just do keep that in mind if you're traveling back west, of course, to Phoenix, where the big final race is this coming weekend. So other than that, they should be pretty okay with traveling wise getting there, and that is going to wrap it up for their area-wide temperatures, 60s and low to mid 70s. Here's your 4 important forecasts. A lot of you all, just a reminder, like I said, we will be turning our clocks back, and so who's a fan of that time change out there? I'm really not, because you get to the point of where you have to get used to it, and then you just go on with life without even noticing, and then the weatherman comes up here, shows this clock. You're like, oh gosh, what's he going to tell us about clocks again? Yeah, right, it's time to turn them back. But this time, we gain the extra hour of sleep, lose the extra hour of daylight, but we could all use sleep, right? I mean, I think I'm on board with that one too. So Luis, take some rest this weekend. I know you're all over the place, and so that's pretty much for him. No, I'm just kidding. Also, remember to check your carbon monoxide batteries. Change those as well, just in case if you have to change your smoke detectors, and do that as also to make sure that this is the time of year. We've already been to a couple of house fires, like last week. That one-story level house was fully engulfed in flames, and unfortunately did not make it. So remember, house fire safety etiquette. Remember to keep space heaters away from certain things. Don't open your stoves in the morning. I know that's so tempting to do, a little warm air to come in the kitchen or so. It's better not to do that, because if you leave and walk away and something accidentally falls in that, then you have a house stove fire that causes that way. Make sure you have extension cords not cluttered together, because that will cause a shortage, and then you'll have a fire with all that fumes that's right there. So make sure you have surge protectors, and remember, you don't want to have extension cords plugged into extension cords. That is never a good idea to do that. So just keep all this in mind, and like I said, we'll have a fire special coming up here in just a few weeks to let you know. Keep those tips in mind a lot of times as well. And also go to the fire department. If you don't have one, go to your local fire department and tell them, hey, you need some smoke detectors. They will be willing to give those to you if you need them. All right, off my soapbox on that, into the weekend forecast. A lot of mix of clouds and sun. Now, this is just something to reminder. It is not going to rain all weekend. If you have weekend activities, continue to hold them. Don't cancel your outdoor activities. There is a chance we may see some showers moving on in. We have a cold front that's going to possibly bring in some much cooler air after this week. It does appear we're going to feel definitely like November finally for us. But enjoy the nice weather, because this does not last long. As you know, November, than past years, we've had some frigid starts to the end of Halloween and going into November. That has been pretty much the trend over the last several years, for the last maybe last 2 or 3 years, to say the least. We've been pretty okay with that as well. Sunday, pretty warm out there. Most likely we may see some showers late in the day on Sunday, but don't cancel your outdoor activities. Let them go on as scheduled. We will update you once we get closer to the weekend, as a lot of you all are probably wondering how efficient your weekend is going to be. But remember, do turn those clocks back late Saturday night and going into Sunday. Real quick now, I want to give you an update on the foliage report. A lot of you may be wondering, are we past peak? Are we at peak? Well, again, this color coordinating scale, if I can point to the correct monitor here, as you see here, the color kind of remains from past peak to low. There's no low peak on this map, I don't believe. It's all orange, red, maroon. The black color shaded area is past peak, and this does not surprise me because parts of West Virginia, even far southwestern Virginia, going towards Bristol, Grundy, Buchanan counties, Richlands, Tazewell, Wythe counties, already past peak. We're right beginning to get close to near peak, moderate, high peak right now. So if you're wondering, are we on time for this? It does appear we are on time for this, and thanks to the rain we saw Monday, that has been allowing our leaves to get all that colorful change, and our cool nights also is helping with that as well. So other than that, take your photos, get those cameras out there. That's your homework between now and the end of November and going into December too. Sometimes you can find them spare trees with just a few branches of leaves on them. So get out there, start raking your leaves up. I would highly suggest doing that now rather than waiting until later, until you have mounds of leaves all over your yard. And make sure, the kids, they'll turn around. You know this. You'll make a leaf of probably about this high, waist high, and you'll go inside, take a break, take a sip of water. They'll come right behind you and jump in that pile, and you start raking. You're like, what the heck is that screaming noise? And it's a kid out there. So make sure the kids have some fun with it too. But remember, that pollen and dust is also in those leaves from the past summer. So you may want to have some type of face covering if you're out there, if you have allergic or if you have dust reactions out there too. Y'all take care, everybody. We'll continue the conversation on Wednesday. More on this warm weather that will continue through the rest of the week.
Relationships, they are the most precious and important thing we have in life. An uncorrected or improperly corrected hearing loss negatively affects each and every one of those relationships. Did you know that you have hearing insurance benefits available to you? At Ashbrook Audiology, we are the region's go-to providers for benefits from affordable hearing care, true hearing, and many more. Ashbrook Audiology, where relationships matter, Martinsville and Danville.
Hey, my name is Joyce Renee Watkins, and the reason why I chose chiropractic was because I was having some issues with myself, and chiropractic really, really works. New clients to come in, we are running a special right now where you can actually come into the office and have an exam and 7 different types of x-rays for $49. And then we will get you back in the next day and we will actually treat you, and we can let you then what your insurance covers. Now you're getting 7 x-rays and an exam, and the x-ray machine here is top of the line, and Dr. Zentmeyer is really good. He can really read some x-rays. So I encourage everyone to come. We're located in Collinsville. Our address is 3652 Virginia Avenue, Collinsville, Virginia. We're across from Fenders and beside Walgreens.
You're watching BTW21 News. As always, we appreciate your company. Let's turn things over now to Chad Hall, who's in our studio with sports.
And we'd like to welcome everybody to BTW21 Sports here on a beautiful Tuesday afternoon. Again, we're going to go back into some football. Going to be a big game this Friday night, which we will be live at the Bulldogs. Again, Bassett will be traveling there. But we had the chance to talk to Halifax coach after a pretty tough loss in Bassett last Friday.
Well, I mean, we got to get healthy. We came in unhealthy, and we didn't get healthier. We just got to find a way to get healthy right now. I mean, Jakai does a good job, and I mean, he's a great kid, and Right now, if we can relieve some of the pass rush pressure, I mean, we got time. He does a great job. So, he's a great kid and got a great arm. I mean, we got to realize that, we're playing for our kids and we're playing for the program. And right now we're in a tough spot, and we got to get out of this tough spot.
That's going to wrap it up for us today. Until tomorrow, we're going to leave you with the past scores from last Friday night. And don't forget, come on out to the Bulldogs this Friday night. We'll be live. Don't forget, get out and support your local high schools.
I remember in 1979 when I drove the UPS truck how much of a problem it was and how dangerous it was to go up and down Kings Road because of how narrow it was. Recently a resident came to me and asked for help. I got the Public Works Director and the Community Development Director to come over here, and I lobbied to get this road widened. The first thing the Public Works guy said there was no money for it. Of course, he's supposed to say that, but we successfully lobbied the city into doing these improvements. Now, in October, we will have a ribbon cutting over here, and this will be a widened street for everybody's benefit. And this is a perfect example of what a council member should and could be doing if he's involved in his neighborhood. This ad was paid for by the candidate, Danny Turner.
We've been here for 25 years now, and we built a building that was bigger than what we needed when we first started. We've just about filled that place now. One of the things that we really do is we value our employees. We know it takes a long time for them to learn the skills, but people's skills are hard earned, so we make sure that there is a job for them every day of the week, 52 weeks of the year. So even if we're quiet and we don't need people, a lot of businesses still lay people off, send people home. We don't do that. If you want to come to work, we will find you a job because we value the skills that you've learned with us, and we want you to stay here, and we want you to feel valued, and we want you as a family to go home and think, I'm always going to get a paycheck if I turn up to work for Drake.
Welcome back, and you're watching BTW21 News. Your Martinsville and Henry County Crime Report by Apex Bail Bonds is next.
Kenneth Hagwood, 54, Bassett, Virginia, charged with probation violation felony and driving while intoxicated, first conviction. Travis Hamlin, 22, of Martinsville, Virginia, charged with probation violation felony. Walter Jones, 50, of Martinsville, Virginia, charged with violation of protective order. Roger Moore, 36, of Collinsville, Virginia, charged with abduct by force, deception, etc., without justification. Treasure Moore, 38, of Axton, Virginia, charged with abduct by force, deception, etc., without justification. Susan Martin, 56, of Philadelphia, Virginia, charged with petty larceny. Patricia Rourke, 39 of Collinsville, Virginia, charged with theft of credit card numbers, credit card fraud, false pretenses, identity fraud, obtaining identifying information with intent to defraud. Robert Stockton, 34, Martinsville, Virginia, charged with contempt of court, failure to appear, trespassing after being forbidden to do so, and simple assault against family member.
There's no place like home. Home is somewhere you feel seen, safe, and supported. Home is where we find out who we really are and what we're made of. My family has lived in Martinsville for generations, and I believe it's my responsibility to prepare this home for the next generation to come. For the past 8 years, I have served our community with pride, and I'm passionate about creating a new legacy for our city, starting with advocating for local business growth. I push for transparency in our government, and I will continue to work to make sure everyone's voice is heard. My mission is to bring our community together because the children of Martinsville deserve to grow up in an inclusive and thriving environment. I supported our citizens in their time of need with subsidies during the pandemic, citywide revitalization, and voting for solar developments to keep our power costs low.
I'm voting for Jennifer Bowles.
Jennifer Bowles.
Jennifer Bowles.
Jennifer Bowles.
Jennifer Bowles. Jennifer Bowles.
Jennifer Bowles.
Jennifer Bowles. Tuesday, November the 8th.
Because she truly cares about our Martinsville students.
Jennifer understands the needs of the people in our community.
Jennifer, she's willing to sit down. She's willing to talk with individuals, listen to the community and the complaints.
Jennifer is a proven leader who time after time represents the people of this city and their needs.
She loves the city of Martinsville.
And together, we can lead a new generation into the city that truly has no limits.
This ad was paid for and approved by Jennifer Bowles for City Council.
You're watching BTW21 News. Thank you for sticking along. It's now time for Martinsville and Henry County Obituaries by Bassett Funeral Service.
Hazel Ann Handy, 86 of Bassett, passed away Sunday, October the 30th, 2022. A graveside service will be held Thursday, November the 3rd at 2 p.m. at Mount Hermon Church of the Brethren Church Cemetery in Bassett. Bassett Funeral Service is serving the family. Online condolences may be made by visiting BassettFuneralService.com. In Clarence Holland, 70 of Mulberry Road, Martinsville, transitioned from this earthly life on Monday, October the 24th, 2022. A visitation service will be held Saturday, November the 5th at 11:30 a.m. at Mount Sinai Apostle Church in Martinsville. The funeral will be at 12 p.m. Patricia Breadlove Barksdale, 80 of Shady Lane, Martinsville, transitioned to eternal life Tuesday, October the 25th, 2022. A visitation service will be held Friday, November the 4th at 12 p.m. Funeral service will be held at 2:30 p.m. at First Baptist Church in Martinsville. Viewing will be held Thursday, November the 3rd from 1 to 5. Larry Hodge, 61 of Yorkshire Road, Martinsville, transitioned his earthly life Thursday, October the 27th, 2022. A visitation service will be held Tuesday, November the 1st at 10:30 a.m. Funeral service 11 a.m. at First Baptist.
Bassett Funeral Service was founded in 1996 by Darrell B. Martin and Paul T. Kennedy Jr. We started as a small funeral home in Bassett, and in 2007 we went to one of the largest funeral homes in Martinsville and Henry County. We started with 3,200 square feet, and as 2007 went to over 20,000. Bassett Funeral Service is located at 3665 Ferrystone Park Highway in the town of Bassett. 276-629-1770.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it here for the Tuesday edition of BTW21 News. As always, we appreciate your company. We'll see you tomorrow.